Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. You look at this Bears defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this one too low.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Gets around him. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Velus Jones now from his end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. At about the 32. They run with a former Panther. It's D'Onta Foreman. There he goes, right side. He's still on his feet. He may go. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. D'Onta Foreman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And running with power here. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out looking. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jalen Virgil, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here we go, son.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Off play action, Fields. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Angel, Angel, Angel. Right.
They'll run with Herbert. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. The Bears at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Again, it's Homer. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
We can look at this Bronco defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Deeper.
Here's Wilson.
That's to the rookie, Marvin Mims.
And all the way home for the Broncos score. Marvin Mims, 57 yards.
And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Now Fields.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Trips clear. 11, 11, 11.
Back to throw. Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going. He may go.
Touchdown, Bears.
Shi Smith, 81 yards. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock him loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Second and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Here is 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. A beautiful fake. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Fields. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way. They could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Hey, going alpha right here. Hey, Ken. What's right? Right.
Here's Scott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down at
Foreman takes it, headed right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Here we go.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Yep. Madden. Go.
A shotgun snap, Fields. That is caught. Touchdown. Shi Smith. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears get a bit closer. Now the point after try for Santos. And that will cut this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Now he's loose again. Inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Russell Wilson, 62 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
41. Bears 21. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, Scott.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Good night.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here we go. You good? You got me. EQ. Angel.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here we go.
From the 50, here's Fields. And again, back to Kmet.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 6. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
All right.
Fields now to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now 2nd and 9. In motion goes Patrick.
One left.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18.
And Mims moves the chains, and it's exciting to see all the ways the Broncos might use him as a rookie. He's a mismatch type of a player who can really hit you from anywhere if you don't keep somebody nearby and closely guard him.
95. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
A 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Jones breaking from the contact. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
The final shot before the break. Fields.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Here we go, son.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here we go, son.
Out of the gun, Fields. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. That is caught by Herbert.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
And they're going to speed things up here.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields
Steps away. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Mims in motion right. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
2nd and 1.
Now Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Saquon Barkley, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Broncos are an extra point away from going up by 30. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, son.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
77 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not, that's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
No muss, no muss. Alpha, 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 alpha. Hey, 551, 551. Hey, Ted.
Play action. It's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Bears field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. And they make a small dent in that big deficit as it's down to 27. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Good job right there.
Play action. It's Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
On second down, here's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here comes third and about a foot. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Broncos 58, Bears 24. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And now the rookie's free.
Down the left sideline.
And down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11. Tonight.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Throw left side complete to Scott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
At the Broncos' 4-yard line.
Here we go.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
EQ.
Motion left, Smith.
Tonight.
A give left side here for Herbert. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
11, 11, 11.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Tonight. Tonight.
On the carry, this is Scott. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot. And now off to the races, down the right side. Saquon Barkley moving inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Saquon Barkley. 89 yards. And the Broncos are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here we go, son.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 17. Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hey, easy. Check. Good cut.
Barkley is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Play action. Now Wilson rolling to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Tempo.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Fields. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Now Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Go, Chuck, ready?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd and 9. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Scott. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. There he goes up the right sideline. Now look out. Down the numbers. There he goes. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And, yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Santos now to add the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Denver, that early momentum.